John, the weather situation, the National Weather Service office in Jackson has issued a tornado warning. Tornado warning is going to be for Estill County. Now, this is the same cell that we have been tracking over the last hour that has been responsible for the large hail reports. And we're talking hail to baseball and softball size potential out of this. But the tornado warning is for the cell as it's going now through Estill County. So we've got a tornado warning. We're going to bring this over here where you can see it a little better. Tornado warning until 11:30. So this will take us till the end of the newscast here. 11:30 for Estill County and also for Lee County, including Beattyville. So again, this is a new tornado warning out there. The storm we have been tracking, again, all the way across, it has had supercell characteristics. We were just watching this storm a little bit ago back here behind the scenes, and again, it was showing a lot of shear availability to it. So when we're talking about that, let's go ahead and show you the Jackson radar. Just to put a couple of different products on here for you that we can give you an idea of what we're talking about with this. So when you're seeing the shear rate here near Allenbaugh, headed toward Crystal, when you're seeing that kind of S shape right in there, and especially with the reds. So you're getting into the strong shear, that this storm has a lot of rotation in it. So this is just south of Irvin and Ravenna, but headed right up Highway 52, maybe not too far from Heidelberg. And again, even maintaining on that latest update there, again, strong shear likely with this storm. When we were looking at its velocity displays, again, it had a lot of reds and greens right on top of each other. And what seems to be happening here, you've got part of this bulging in around Allenbaugh. So again, you've got the shear that's been developing right in there, and again, likely creating enough rotation that we've been seeing the tornadic possibility. Not only that, but you're talking about the wind availability with these storms. So what we're talking about with this is the potential that these storms can tap extremely strong winds. You're looking at 50-mile-per-hour winds just off the surface at this point, and that is the storm that we are looking at there. So what do you do? Well, if you're in Estill County right now, if you are in Lee County, we call it CDUC, and that helps you find your safe spot. You close the interior doors if you have time. If you're in Lee County right now, you got time. If you're in Estill County, you don't have quite so much time to work with. But close the interior doors. Compartmentalize your house as best you can. You want to be downstairs, lowest level you can get to. If your house has a basement, you get there. Otherwise, ground floor. You want to get under something big, heavy, and sturdy that can protect you from flying debris. You want to be in the center of the house. Walls of your house are layers of protection, and keep away from windows and doors, sources of flying glass. All of these things will help you stay safe. Again, as we talk about the tornado warning that is in effect for Estill County, this is going to be from Irvin eastward and into Lee County. And again, that's going to be until 11:30 for the tornado warning. Put the radar back on here for you. We'll give you the max track, give you the live look with this storm. So there's the live look. The storm itself, so we're looking right in there, that little etching there right around Irvin is where it would be most likely at this point. The storm has gone by Bybee and College Hill, and again, it's dropped large hail all along its path. So again, this storm has been severe here for a while. So when we're looking at where that's, again, everything comes in, there's your inflow coming right in there. Everything then rotates back around. And so for Allenbaugh and Crystal, you folks are in your shelters now. Come into Wagersville. And again, Highway 52 is working up and around there, headed on up into Lee County. So you folks in Lee County, you've got a few minutes before the storm gets there, and it'll make the ascension up the mountain. But when it does, you need to be ready that the storm could indeed be strong, severe, and possibly tornadic when it does arrive. When you look at the bigger picture from this, not only do you have that particular tornado warning in effect, but this whole line has been destructive over the last hour or so. And for that reason, there is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning outside of the tornado warning. That's going to be in effect until 11:30 as well. And that is for Estill County, for Jackson County, for part of Owsley County, and also for Lee County. So in addition to the tornado warning, this again has a destructive potential to it, with damaging wind gusts and large hail all along its path going through Madison, parts of Jessamine County. We've also had a lot of reports now coming out of southern Fayette County as well with this cell. You also have severe thunderstorms, severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be for Rockcastle County until 11:45, for Jackson County until 11:45 south of McKee, and also getting into Laurel County until 11:45. But when we focus again on the tornado warning, You see, again, that's in Estill County. The storm's still in Estill County, has not gone in to Lee County yet. Bain, what's the motion? Is it 40?
Yep, 40 right now.
So there again, from Estill on over. So if you were to track where this storm is headed, from that notching right in there. So we'll just take it there. There's 40 miles an hour right there. So again, some of the communities that are going to be impacted by this. Millers Creek at 1128, Shade 1131, Crystal 1134, Old Landing 1136, Mount Olive 1143. Be interesting to see if this warning continues past 1130. But again, we've got at least some notching going on in there with that. So the reason for the warning being issued. So again, when we look at the velocity displays, Max may not have anything on that. There we go. Okay, we're getting a lot of bleed over. That's why you're seeing a lot of splotchiness, because the winds are in excess. We set a 55 mile an hour threshold tonight and to keep the radar looking clear, but we've exceeded that, and that's why it looks splotchy. So we go to a different source, and that will be the Jackson radar, and with it we can go again to the storm relative velocity. So there again is your rotation point for this particular storm. Now, we have also something called the Barron Tornado Index, the BTI. And if we're looking at it, it's actually lower than it has been for a better part of the night. But that's one of the things that we would be looking at here. So again, you're seeing the communities that are involved. Beattyville, 1145. Likelihood of severe hail. Right now that's drawing hail to 1 3/4 inches. That's golf ball sized hail for the storm that's moving east. Right now it looks like around 30 miles an hour. So there's your tornado warning until 11:30. So for another 7 minutes, a tornado warning in Estill County as well as for Lee County. Radar display on it. Again, it's not the most well-defined. The storm actually had a better definition earlier, but it does show a pretty big swath of hail, which is what you're looking at south of Irvin there. We're seeing that hail core north of Allenbaugh, and then back toward Alcorn in Brazil. So again, that's where we're likely picking up the largest pieces of hail out of this. So the storm is formidable. The storm may still possess a tornado. When you're looking again at storm relative velocities, you do have some degree of rotation there around Crystal and Allenbaugh. Velocity display, again, same idea, where you're seeing just that impinging going forward. So with this, it certainly has strong destructive straight line winds. It has very large hail with it. Still may have a degree of shear. In fact, when we look at the shear rate again, it's beginning to rope out a little bit with that. Still some pockets where we could see some spin with this storm, but not as pronounced as it was a couple of minutes ago. So again, for another 6 minutes, we do look at the tornado warning that is up for Estill and Lee counties as the storm just goes up Highway 52. They're going up the mountain into Lee County and then off into the Kentucky River Valley there.
And Bill, we did just get that another severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado possible for Breathitt, Clay, Estill, Jackson, Lee, Owsley, Powell, and Wolfe County. This is going to be until 12 a.m.
All right.
So it's just going to be an extension of that.
Yep. So take your path out. So what she was just talking about there, new severe thunderstorm warning, that's going to be until midnight for Lee County, for Breathitt County, the western fringe there of Breathitt County, Owsley County, and just basically all of Owsley County until midnight. Jackson County is included in that, and you can clip the northern part of Clay County. Technically, you clip also the very southern part of Wolfe County with that particular severe thunderstorm warning. The tornado warning is the reason why we're on here at the moment, and again, with it, as that is beginning to make its ascension up the mountain, there again, the communities that are being impacted. Again, hail now down to about ping pong ball sized as a potential with this. So there again is your cell that's headed up toward Beattyville and your tornado warning until 11:30. So again, safe spots in a house. We try and make it easy for you to remember how to do these things, but what you need to do is basically, if you took your schematic of a house, and with it, I'm trying to get that to go away, but it's not going to, so we'll just leave it there. Basement, if you got it, safest place you can be, middle part of your basement. If you don't have a basement, what you do then is you try and find an interior room. And in this particular schematic, it's that bathroom right there. It's away from any exterior walls. It's small and compartmentalized. You can close the doors there. That small closet there would be an okay place. That one would be an okay place, but that's your best place. You don't want to be in any of these places around the outside. So that's your best way to find your safe spot in the event that you're under this tornado warning. So again, for folks in the eastern part there of Estill County, you guys need to be in shelter. Western part of Lee County, you need to be in shelter for the next 4 minutes. Any indication that they're going to let this?
They just announced that they're going to let this expire at 11:30.
Okay. So again, our tornado warning is here in Estill County and Lee County. So again, the storm itself really is just now getting into Lee County. So treat this more with the destructive severe thunderstorm warning that was around it as maybe the bigger concern. That's also till 11:30 for that particular warning that you see there. So we have been watching these storms as they've been making their way steadily eastward. Southern Kentucky, not much has been going on, but your chance comes a little bit later on. Bain will be talking about that. Megan, are they planning on coming back to the newscast? Is that the... I know we're doing stuff on the... Can you check that?
As much time as you need, Bill.
Well, not for me, for y'all.
Yeah,
No.
Let's see. We coming back, guys?
You guys figure that out. I'll take this till 11:30 here, 11:27, and there's your tornado warning for Estill County and Lee County, with a severe thunderstorm warning extending out from it now. That'll be running until midnight as that severe thunderstorm continues progressing eastward. Quick look at the big picture. And with it, we've been watching other strong and severe storms. There's that line that we're talking about, that how it was going to develop, and it has, pressing south. North of 64, fine. Everything is wrapped up. But as you still look south of the parkways especially, that's where we're seeing numerous severe thunderstorm warnings that run all the way back, starting near Danville, and then continuing all the way into eastern Kentucky as well, as we are...
We've got until 11:35.
11:35, okay. So there'll be a 5-minute newscast coming up with what's left of it as soon as we're done here at 11:30. So again, folks at the Weather Service are going to let this one go at 11:30. But again, we've been warning you for the tornado potential in Estill and Lee County. So again, some of the communities over the next couple of minutes, just be ready. That BTI number has come down. And be ready, be safe. So again, till 11:30 there. Heavy rain has also been occurring. There's flooding been ongoing in some places as well. We've heard some flooding in and around Lexington, numerous power outages. There's flooding now, it looks like, in parts of Madison County. You also have the strong thunderstorms, severe thunderstorm warning for Rockcastle County until 11:45. That extends into Laurel County also until 11:45. And the tornado warning itself will be running here until 11:30. So again, the communities are involved. So Megan, what I'm going to do now, since we are basically within a minute of this whole thing ending, we'll send it back over to you, and you can finish up LEX 18 News.